Divine soul and spirit, please guide us through. Divine ancestors, we show gratitude. As we tap in protected and strong, we ask that you show us the way so that we may see all changes needing to be made. No fear, just divine faith ushered in day after day. I ask that you join us and speak to us in real time as we call upon your energy, O great divine. Here in Gullah's land, the soul and spirit is in control. Sit back, unwind, and let your emotions go. It's time to let them speak. It's your choice to take heed. A great place to come for those who's truly in need. A messenger sent, gifted, and true. It's a blessing to share my divine gifts with you. As you tap into Gullah's land, have yourself a seat. We are simply here to allow our ancestors to speak. If a message is what you're in need of, this is the place to be. Come join us and see what comes out each and every day as we allow the divine soul and spirit to continue to pave the way. Our ancestors are ushered in, wide, live, and true. Come on, allow your guys to sit down and partake with you. I ask that you allow yourself to sink in, free of doubt. Allow the messages to come. Take heed to the words that I speak out of my mouth. Your ancestors are here to guide you. No harm will come your way. I hope that you join Gullah's land and that you're here to stay. We are family. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Greetings, 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 Divine Gullah family. Gratitude for stopping by. We are going to go ahead and tap into, the collective's energy to see what comes out for you guys for today. I hope that you all are doing extremely well. I hope that everything is working out for your highest good. It is Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. We are going to tap in, like I said, just to get a collective message. I take this moment to return any and all negative energy that may be sent my way. I return that energy to the sender 1,000-fold. I do not accept it or receive it at any given time, at any given place, for any given reason at all. That energy is instantly revoked and returned to the sender 1,000-fold. Ashe. Gratitude. Gratitude to all new subscribers, all returning subscribers, and anyone that just stops by. I appreciate your time. If you are new here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your notifications on so that you can get the messages that comes out Monday through Friday on my channel. If the messages are for you, I ask that you always receive them how you are supposed to. Anything that is not for you, I ask that you just leave, okay? Never take what does not resonate, okay? Ashe. So let's go ahead and tap in, y'all, just to see what comes out. I trust that y'all doing well, that y'all elevating, that everything is working out for your highest good. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and tap in. This is a collective message for Tuesday, March 25th. Whenever this message finds you, it is supposed to find you. If it finds you, I ask that you receive what is for you out of the message. If you know anyone that could use the message, share it. I appreciate it. It helps the algorithm of the channel so that other people could get these goods too. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's go ahead and get the energy going in here. Clear out the space. I got a couple sessions that I got to get done today. Some channeling. So by the time this message comes out, I normally try to get on with you guys when I do the premieres so that I can communicate with y'all during the premieres. But I got a channeling session that I got to get done at 5 o'clock today. So I will not be available to watch it with you guys today, but I will definitely go back and, watch the comments and see what comes out, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and see what is the collective energy surrounding you guys. What is here? What is it that you need to know? What is the goddess energy surrounding the collective for today? I ask that you let me in. What goddess energy is here? So again, we got the goddess energy of living out loud, okay? So the message is very strong. There's good luck coming into us, and this is definitely the truth. So on the bottom of the deck, we have Mother Marie Laveau, followed by Nundi, which represents the truth. So we got good juju and the truth. So you guys got good luck coming to you guys, which is why they keep telling y'all that it is time to live out loud. It is time to open up. It is time to be in the energy that you guys need to be in for thyself. But be in the energy beautifully for yourself, okay? Allow yourself to dance. Allow yourself to enjoy life, and allow yourself to tap into the things that you normally wouldn't tap into, collective, when it comes down to new experiences and high vibrational energy, okay? So if you guys are the type that normally always stays inside the house, it's time for you to transition. It's time for you to get outside. If you're normally the one that is always in the background, it is time for you to speak up. It is time for some of the roles and positions to be switched here so that you guys can come into the energy that you've been seeking to come in for quite some time, okay? So let's go ahead and switch the energy around that needs to be switched around. Let's change what needs to be changed. So you guys can be, you know, in high vibrational energy continuously, okay? You're being called into something else that does not represent the energy that you are used to, okay? So whatever it is that you're being called into, it is louder than you normally are. It is different than what you normally take in. So you must be open and willing to receive this so that you're able to experience it in its entirety, okay? All right, so you let me in. What is the crystal energy for the collective for today? So we got the star as the crystal energy for you guys for today. So you're definitely, you know, someone who is very bright. You're someone who is, you know, just basically out there allowing different things to come into your life or to show up for you in the moments that you are currently in, okay? There's nothing wrong with this. Continue to allow yourself to experience what it is that you truly need to experience as you go forth along your path and your journey. No one can tell you where you should be or where to stand. This is something that only you are aware of, okay, collective? So make sure that, you know, whatever it is that you guys are experiencing, you're fully ready for the experiences. You're open and allowing it to come into you so that you can receive what it is that you need. Allow yourself to vibrate and, you know, just doing things differently. Do not close yourself in. If someone, you know, offers you something outside of your norm, again, it is time to look into that energy. It is time for you guys to step outside of that cage that you may normally have yourself in so that you can vibrate at a different frequency. You've been asking for the frequency and the energy to change. So this is how it's shifting for you, okay? So you must position yourself in the area where it is going to allow you to shift how you are asking to be shifted, okay? Ashe. Get on out there. You are the star, all right? This is something that's going to happen quickly for you. I don't know why I'm hearing Avant. You only got 4 minutes. Whatever needs to be done, you must do it quickly. The changes are coming in quickly for you guys. It is definitely a shift here, so make sure that you're prepared for the shift. You got to accept it, but you got to also be willing to walk in it in order for it to, you know, be in its fullest potential for you, okay? All right, so that you let me in. What messages are here pertaining to live out loud and the star for the collective for today? So we got the Lovers in reverse. The Lovers represents Gemini's energy. When we are looking at the Lovers coming out in the reverse, we are looking at different connections and things that, you know, could have not worked out the way that we may have wanted them to. Again, representing Gemini energy. Some type of imbalance here, okay? Which could be why you guys need to make sure that you're living out loud. Someone also has some type of trust issues here. There's some type of, energy here with disharmony when the lovers come out in the reverse. Disharmony, you could be needing more self-love. You could be needing to tap into yourself more, to give yourself more of what it is that you desire before you can see it show up for you in the world. But there's definitely some type of trust issues here. There's some type of healing that needs to continue when we are looking at the lovers in the reverse, okay? Again, like I said, the lovers in reverse, it's a little imbalance, okay? It's something that's imbalanced here. You guys could be dealing with some type of conflict or just some imbalanced energy that needs to be regulated. Again, if you feel like things have been the same for you and you're being called to walk in a different path or to get out of your normal energy, this is where the imbalance is coming from. So if you feel like I'm tired of staying in the house, but I want something new, but I'm a homebody, it's time for you to transition and get outside of that homebody. For the introverts, it's time for you to become an extrovert and vice versa. It's time for you guys to switch roles. So there needs to be balance that is coming into the collective here. What else is here pertaining to Live Out Loud, the Star, and the Lovers in reverse? So we got the King of Wands who shows up next for us. When we look at the energy of the King of Wands, this is Scorpio and Sagittarius energy. Whoever you guys are, you're definitely someone who is very inspired. You want to take action. You want to do what it is that needs to be done. You want the changes to come in. You understand that you are someone who does lead, even if it's just leading your children or your home by example, or whatever the case is. You are a leader and you lead by example. So it is definitely time for you to switch up some things. It's time for you to do something different than you normally do, so that you can receive different results, okay? You need to make sure that you're honoring your vision at this time, so that your vision is able to, create the reality that you're desiring to show up for you, okay? So then we have the Emperor next to the Four of Cups. All right. There was definitely an imbalance in the energy here. Someone could have gotten in a connection or a relationship because they felt like it could bring them a certain type of stability. But someone was getting something and the other person was not. So again, there was definitely an imbalance here that I'm seeing. So with the imbalance, someone is disappointed because of what it is that they received outside of what it is that, they were giving. So their receiving and giving was not equal give and take, okay? When we look at the energy of the Emperor, we're looking at a father figure or someone that could be presented as a father. We're looking at someone who is, a male leader, someone who is very dominating, okay? Someone who basically, is experienced but also disciplined as well. Someone who is focused and knows what it is that they want or what they truly desire out of life. Like I said, Aries energy. When we look at the Emperor, we're basically looking at someone who, knows, okay, they've been through certain things and experienced certain things that, they feel is what they want. Like the Emperor knows what it is that they desire, and they do what they need to do to go after their desires, okay? When we are looking at the Four of Cups, this is Cancer's energy. We're looking at someone who, could, again, just be in the energy of being burdened or, disconnected from something. There could be something that you guys are slightly blinded to as well when it comes down to, you needing to balance certain things in your life. You could feel like, I've done this or I've done that. You could also feel like you've missed some opportunities when it came down to certain things that you could have tapped into or that you wanted to tap into or be involved with that could be making you feel, disconnected as well. But when we are looking at the energy of the Emperor, again, the Emperor knows what they want. So if the Emperor is being given something that they don't want or something that is not aligning to them, they may end up, going back like, damn, I should have entertained that, or I should have taken that offer, or whatever the case is. But again, there's some type of imbalance here because of the fact of someone not living in their, highest energy, someone basically being a little bit too protective. someone who is inspired, but you know, you could be holding your vision to yourself because you don't feel like other people understand what it is that you want to put out there, or how it is that you choose to show up to the world. So you could be just, you know, simply in your own energy. But with the Wheel of Fortune showing up here, there's a change in the energy, okay? The energy is definitely shifting with the Wheel of Fortune. You are going to be getting what it is that you deserve and you desire. The work that you've been putting in is going to show back up for you, like you've done what you've been needing to do. It's not going to be, you know, the energy of you being held back from anything. It's Pisces energy. There's some cycles that's ending in your life so that new ones can begin, which is why I'm telling y'all got to change whatever it is that you normally do, collective, however you normally operate. It's worked out for you up until now. But now, because the Wheel of Fortune is here, because you're being told to live out loud, because you're being told that you're the star, it's time for you to come out of the shadows. It's time for you to come from behind those walls that you built to protect yourself. And it's time for you to get into who you truly are. Those walls are hindering you from reaching your fullest potential. So it's time to, you know, break those walls down or let them be bust down. It is time for you to climb over them motherfuckers. It is time for you to get into the energy that you need to be in so that your good fortune can show up for you. It's a long time coming, okay? And this is something that, you know, is here for you. Again, the tables are turning. You guys have reached that stage in your life where the things are shifting for you. But you got to open up and you got to be willing to receive the shifts as it's happening. You can't tell the divine soul and spirit you want it, but then when they bring it into you, you're not willing to fully receive it the way that you need to, okay? So you need to make sure that whatever it is that it's for you, you are shifting so that you can receive that energy, okay, collective? What else is here pertaining to this energy? What else is it that we need to see? So we got the Five of Cups here. Again, somebody's highly disappointed because a connection or a relationship or something didn't work out the way that they wanted it to work out. Something did not happen the way that someone would have liked it to happen, okay? Maybe your vision was a little off, or maybe you saw things in a certain way, but you were not able to create it in the way in which you saw it. Again, shifting and turning points. So things are changing for you, okay? This is Scorpio energy. Things are changing. Whatever you feel like you've lost out on, whatever disappointment you may feel, whatever relationships needed to end, especially with the Lovers in the reverse, there's disconnections here, imbalances, something didn't work out. So whatever needed to be done away with, make sure that you're releasing the energy. It's time to let it go. It's really time to move on from it, okay? I hear that song, I think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Some of y'all could have really been in a connection that you were all for, and the connection didn't pan out the way that you wanted it to pan out. So now some of you guys are in disappointment and despair about the situation, but you leaving this connection, make sure that you learned what it is that you needed to learn, collective, so that when you move forward from that, you are not bringing the energy that is old into something new, but you are allowing yourself to move on from the energy. You are allowing yourself to heal and to learn what it is that you needed to, so that in your newer connections that you come into, you don't face the same energy. You must learn the lessons that the divine soul and spirit is teaching you, okay? There was an offer or an opportunity, something that you missed. Because you missed this, you could feel like you lost something. With the Five of Cups coming out after the Four of Cups shows up to us, but it's still very disappointing to someone, okay? Someone feels very disappointed, you know, like they're just going through some type of despair or some type of grief. But whoever this is and whatever the situation is, just feel it and allow yourself to move on from it, okay? Do not be stuck in the energy, because you don't want to manifest this negativity, okay? So then we have the Five of Wands coming out. So there was definitely conflict. You could be disappointed about the conflict. You could be disappointed about the argument that you and someone had. You could be disappointed about the disagreements and a disconnect that you feel you had from someone that you were close to, or someone that you felt you could confide in, someone you felt was on the same page as you, that would listen, or that would understand what it is that you're understanding. Okay, there's a disconnection here. There's definitely some type of dispute that you guys basically need to just move on from and walk away from it. It could definitely honestly be with this person and the King of Cups, or it could be between two friends. I'm getting masculine energy heavy here. It could be pertaining to something that went on with a masculine. So you could have been, in a relationship or connections with people, and there was always arguments, and there was always disagreements. But at first, it definitely appeared to be a love that was genuine, but showing up to us in the reverse position, it was not a connection that was what you thought it was. So it's something different that's showing up here. A lot of disagreements and arguments and connections. A lot of disappointment here is showing up in this relationship energy, which makes sense why it needs to be released and let go. This is Leo's energy here that we're seeing, okay? Somebody is focused on the Ten of Pentacles and what the Ten of Pentacles could bring into them. But you have new beginnings because we also have the Ten of Swords as well. So there was endings to relationships, and it could have been, connections where you were the financial breadwinner, where you were always giving, and these people were always in the energy of taking and not giving you back what it was that you were putting out. So again, someone is disappointed, but you change your perspective in the situation, and you allowed the Tower to happen, and the Tower came in quickly so that it could erase any illusions or anything that was hovering over you that you were not properly seeing at first. Okay, so whatever was hidden, it was revealed unto you. And when it was revealed unto you, it was definitely the truth. There was no way that you could deny what was going on in the connection. So because you could not deny the truth and what it was, because you could not say, yeah, it's not a toxic relationship, it's not toxic energy, you had to see it for what it was, and you were able to see that. So you decided to move on and head toward your victory and your success. You were spiritually led from this. You were told that there had to be a spiritual death come in order for you to get your Ten of Pentacles and to be pleased and to receive the justice that you were going to receive behind this relationship. This relationship or connection kept a lot of you guys up. Definitely kept you up at night in your head, trying to figure things out, trying to find ways to make it better. But it wasn't you. You did the best that you could do. The only thing that was left for you to do was turn away from the connection. So you had no choice but to walk away, and that's what you were in the energy of doing, okay? You walked away from it. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't stay stuck in shit that ain't going, allow you to vibrate higher. Again, I ask that you let me back in. Is there any other final messages pertaining to this connection that we need to see? So we have the Three of Pentacles showing up. So there was definitely some type of delays going on around you guys. This is Capricorn's energy. You guys could have, been in the energy of basically just growing and learning different things through the, the disconnections that you have. At first, you could have thought that, the Three of Pentacles, it was representing you and these people having teamwork type energy. Y'all working together, y'all planning together, but it didn't work out the way that you thought it was going to work out. There was conflicts within this connection, okay? There's definitely a disconnection between a relationship. We got the King of Wands in the upright and the Queen of Wands coming out in the reverse. So when we are looking at the Queen of Wands coming out in the reverse, we are definitely looking at, there was not stable energy here between you and this person. This is Pisces and Aries energy. There was some type of jealousy here within the connection. Somebody could have been a little too pushy, a little too controlling. Somebody could have been hot-tempered as well. Always lashing out at someone. Someone here was definitely a little selfish. And I honestly feel like because it came out in the reverse, you got to take the energy that, you know, fits in your scenario and your situation. Because this is collective energy that I'm picking up on. But the King of Wands came out in the upright. The Queen of Wands came out in the reverse. So the Queen of Wands could be the one that was, you know, jealous, often causing, you know, conflicts and shit between, you know, yourself and them, or, you know, always the one that was dealing with insecurities and very vengeful, and you had to, you know, basically always assure this person that this isn't what's going on or this isn't what's happening. This person's energy was very demanding, but also very selfish as well, okay? I ain't gonna be able to stay here too long because I gotta go ahead and get these readings out the way.